So, accelerate in 68 with Chevelle. This year's Chevelle is longer, lower, wider, and boasts a host of new big car features. You have 7 series with 14 completely new models. Concours, SS396, Malibu, Nomad Custom, 300 Deluxe, Nomad, and the 300. Let's review station wagons first. Here's a look at those 2 new series, Nomad and Nomad Custom. These models are designed to help you boost your sales to the prospects who want medium-sized luxury and style at an economical price. Both models have traditional Chevelle values throughout.
Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we are going down the home stretch and getting all this body work done on the 68 Nomad, whose name is Born Again. Sitting in a field for over 30 years, rotting away, and brought her back from the dead. Okay, so the body work wise, we got this side done, got the tailgate done, except for a little dent right here, which we'll take care of. And then we got this side done, except for the fender and the hood. Okay, I re-looked at the video I did on the roof. I did that earlier on. I did strip it all down. Had to do a little bondo work around the edges here, make this sunroof fit. I did strip all this down and primed it. So from the video, this area here is lead, like way up here to here. Okay, now I got some little, it might be JB well, but what there was some hairline cracks in this lead. And I sanded it all down and put some JB weld in there. It held for a while, maybe a couple of months. And it's either re-cracked or that's something. Anyway, I don't know why this area here is only like this much lead, but this one is like this much, way more. You know, they didn't build these cars that precise back in the day. So then when they joined together the skins and everything, they just plopped a bunch of lead on there. So I don't really want to take out all the lead like we did on these areas here. These were leaded areas here too, where they joined the quarter and the roof, and it had a bunch of cracks in it. Wherever there's lead, there's a bunch of cracks in it, just from age or whatever. So I melted all this out on both sides, but this, I'm not going to melt out a big area like that. So we're going to start by sanding it down with 80 grit with the DA. I don't really want to take off this chrome and everything. I've already kind of sealed up the windows and put it's not in very good shape. It's all been banged around and stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna sand this down with 80 grit, find out where the cracks are, and just kind of melt the cracks. Or just dig out a little bit around the cracks with a screwdriver. That's how you do it. See, this one is like from here. Just kind of melt it together or scrape a little bit out and put in some bondo glass. I'm not going to take out all of it. So I think that's what I'll do. And the roof needs to be primed, sanded down and primed. I'd stripped it all down the metal. It had kind of a little wave right there. That's probably from that lead. I don't know what happened. Must have been from the factory, just a crappy part or something, and they just had to smooth it out. So we're going to start with them 2 little areas I'm gonna try. I don't think I'm gonna take this off because I'd have to take the guts and the window and everything out and leave it out until it's painted to put this back on. I'm gonna see if I can get it back in there and pop this little dent out here. If not, we're just gonna kind of work around it. Okay, so we're gonna do them 3 little areas, and hopefully to fix it permanently. And I wanted to get some primer on it, and then, you know, by the time it's ready to paint, we'll see if it recracks. Hopefully it won't, but okay. So them little 3 areas, and we're gonna strip down this. We're gonna grind this fender down. It's all dented along here. This whole area here is pretty bad, and I can see the old bondo. Yeah, that's been smacked right there. We got that whole area. Yeah, it's all in here too. Yeah, this is in here. Dent here. And then I made this patch here and just roughed it in. So we gotta smooth this out with some filler. That's the SD card writing speed slow. That comes on every now and then, I don't know why. Okay, so that's the plan there. The hood, well, we'll do the fender in those 3 little areas first. It's not supposed to rain until tonight or late this afternoon, like 5 o'clock, but it looks like it's about to rain right now, but it shouldn't. Okay, so let me sand down these corners here, and I'll be back to show you what I got. Okay guys, you see the cracks in it and the lead. It actually goes farther out and down here farther, and this one here is just a little spot here, and you can tell this metal's all up, but it's cracked right along where they butted up against the metal. So I'm going to get my little torch. I'm going to see if I can just melt that. If not, we'll have to dig it out. And this one I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I melted out this area here. I think what it is the metal was rusting underneath of it and causing them cracks. Either that or the lead's just old. But I'm not going to melt out this whole area here. So I'm going to take a wire brush or a wire wheel or a grinder and grind that out smooth as I can and put some bondo glass in it. Same with here. I melted out this big long crack here, and I'm just going to grind the rest out. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it all ground out. You can spray a little rust neutralizer. In the bottom there, let that dry and then put it in some bondo glass. Yeah, you can see here it comes all the way down to here. I ground out, there's some cracks there I ground out. But the right way to do it would be take it all out, and I just don't want to spend that much time doing that. The re-cracks, at some point I'll strip it all down and do it right, but for now it may hold. It may be all right, I don't know. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, got a little bondo glass. Those areas, I'll sand it down a little bit when it dries and put a little body filler on there. Okay, we're gonna strip down this fender. I know that's bondo. I'm gonna use my grinder. Show you a little bit. Yeah, it's all bondo here and here. So let me grind that fender out and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the fender ground down. She was a cave and pave. They didn't bother pulling the dents out. It's a pretty good dent there. They just filled it in. But of course this one here was filled in and then hit again. And this was all bondo here too. So I'm gonna work it out best I can with a hammer, because I'm not gonna get in. I don't think I'll be able to get in behind here and bang it out, and I don't know if I want to drill any holes. But anyway, I don't know if you can see how bad it is. Anyway, I'll be back. Hey guys, got a little bondo going over them two areas. Okay, had a little extra bondo, so I put it on this dent here, which I could just kind of tap out with the hammer there and got it pretty good. Okay, I can't get at it from the inside, and yeah, when I had the fenders off, I should have reworked them then, but you don't know how much bondo's in there until you grind it all out, and I didn't want to do all this while the fender was off, but I probably should have. Okay, so this one here is just like a punch mark right there. This one's a scrape. I got scraped right down there. So I'm going to use this little mini dent puller here. I got this. I actually got a little smaller one than this, and a real big one. So what you want to do, this dent here. So I just drilled a bunch of 1/8 inch holes and just drill it in a little bit, or screw it in a little bit. That's probably not a very good. Just I don't know if you could see that coming out. It's not a very good screw. It's so when you get to an area like that, you know this is going to be high right here, so I can't do it with, I don't have 3 hands. So you pull a little pressure on this, then you use your hammer and tap around here. Okay, So that's that dent, and I'll do just do this right along. And you get it pretty close, and don't rub your hand over it because you'll scrape your hands. Don't go like that because it'll be so. Grind it down, grind the edges off, and then you just fill it in with bondo. So I'll be back when I'm about to do that. Okay, guys, I gave it a little pull all the way down there. Come up pretty good. Just make sure you don't go too far out, or else you have a big high spot. So that's a quick and easy way to do it. As I mentioned before, you can get one of them stud pullers, the deal that welds on a little stud, and you can pull it and then you grind the stud off. You know, you can do it that way if you want to buy one of them. I guess they're pretty cheap. Somebody sent me a link for, somebody had one in Pennsylvania for 75 bucks, but it looks like it's been used daily for about last 30 years, and no shipping, so absolutely no use to me. But you can probably find them used cheap if you want to use it that way. If you do it the way I did it here, you can sit there and weld these holes up if you want, or you can put some bondo glass, just a light coat over the holes, which I'm gonna do. That way it's waterproof from the back. And then if you can get at it, spray some paint in there. I'm not too concerned about it. If you lived up north and you had a lot of salt and everything, go ahead and take the fender off and fix it, or take the wheel well, at least take the wheel well out, and you can get in there behind it. You could actually hammer and dolly it out if you wanted to do that, and spray some paint on there, undercoating, whatever. But anyway, this is going to be good enough for me. I put a little bondo glass under the holes and then some body filler like this over it. So I think that's about it. It was all pooched out here. I hammered that down a little bit right in there because the dent pulled this metal out. I don't know what this hole here is. It's kind of weird. I'll put some bondo glass in that. I think there was one on the other side too. I don't know what that is, what that's for. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, put a little bondo glass in there and mix up a little bondo. So we'll just put a couple of coats. Just mix up a little bit at a time. No use wasting it. Okay, let that dry a little bit, and I'll come back with the cheese grater and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to cut her down a little bit with a cheese grater. Save a little sandpaper and labor. Just want to kind of go over it lightly. Okay, I'll let that dry a little bit, go over it with the DA with 80, and put a couple more. There's kind of a dent right in there, and then it's got to be smeared all the way across there and over here again. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this back ready to prime. That area, I went in and fixed that dent there. I started blocking out this tailgate. I just got kind of the top part of it. So I'll throw some primer on there. And the fender, I just put another little skim on there. That should be about it after I sand that down. And I'll primer that here in a little bit. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got these areas primed. There, top of the tailgate. This area. Like I said, we're gonna have to sand the whole roof down and reprime that maybe tomorrow. We got this fender primed. Probably needs a little bit more blocking, but as usual, I run out of daylight. We're getting pretty close. And it's supposed to rain any minute. I think I felt it spitting just a second ago. It's part of a storm. I think a quick one, but it's going to be in the middle of the night. You know, the usual hail crap. So I don't know if anything happens. I'll let y'all know, but I'll probably be asleep and it'll wake me up or something. And then it's supposed to kind of be rainy all morning till about 9 or 10. So I got a bunch of running around errands to do tomorrow, so be out here probably about noon. This little job here took about all day screwing around with this. But anyway, that's done. I think we just got the hood to go, bodywork wise. And then just a lot of sanding and blocking and reprimering, stuff like that. So it's getting close. Okay, see y'all tomorrow. Okay guys, I'm back after taking a day off to go to the auction. That video should be up if you haven't seen it. It's a pretty good video of a lot of old cars. I ran an auction and I bought one, and I'll make that video to see if it runs after this one, I guess. I don't even have it yet. Today's Sunday, I'm picking it up tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Now, where we left off, we pretty much got this fender done. There might be a few little spots I gotta block out, but really we just got the hood to go. And the only bad spot is right in here, where there was actually some little rust holes, or very, very small, like very small pinholes if I started banging it around to make this hood fit to the fender, I actually put like a 2x4 here and whacked it down, and it kind of split it a little bit, but I'm not going to cut out a piece of metal or nothing. I'm just going to put some bondo glass there and hope that it doesn't reappear. Okay, oh, we also got to fix this crack in the scoop. Now other than the hood, other than that spot in the hood, you got this little one here, and I think there was one more. Maybe not. And I can't feel anything on this side. Doesn't mean there isn't anything, it's just that it's so rough I can't feel. Oh, right here. Little one right there. But anyway, we're going to strip her down right up to here, because we already stripped from here over, all in the middle, and primed and painted that. So from here over, we're going to strip her down to the metal. I took off the little deals for the hood pins. Okay, I had a few comments about the hood scoop looked crooked, and I started looking at it. I guess it was from me driving and having the camera on the driver's side. So yeah, if I eyeball it, this is right from the middle, it actually looks like this side here is higher than that side. I also painted this column here some flat black, and I didn't bother taking the shifter thing off yet. So I don't know, they were saying it was leaning and all that, but this thing is pretty thick. It's not going to it's pretty thick. It doesn't flex like that. And I measured from here over to here on both sides, and it's even. So I don't know, maybe it was made wrong. I mean, made kind of screwed up. I'm gonna put a piece of wood or something across there and measure from here down and see if this is actually higher. Now, it could have been really, because it's so thick, this could be a lot more damage than it looks like. It could have really got whacked and pushed that end up. But it doesn't move. It's pretty damn thick. I mean, it flexes a little bit in the middle. But yeah, it's not like stretched out and warped or anything like that. It just kind of looks like that. It's just, I think it's more of an illusion. But this may be up higher, I don't know. But anyway, let me I did. I stripped all this up to the metal here too, because I spent a lot of time sanding in between all this stuff. So we don't have to do, we just got to do the sides from like here over, and fix that and a few little dings. Okay, and I'll probably block this fender out, and you may have to, because I was kind of rushing on that, I think. Just feels a little bit wavy right in that area here. And I got that spot was actually in an Audi. Okay, so that's where we're at. So we'll do the hood. This has already been stripped and primed, the header panel, top of that fender. Oh, we got to do the top of this fender too, down the metal. I don't feel any dents, but said you never know. So yeah, just that area, and then we can start blocking and priming the rest of it, getting it ready to paint. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I put a piece of wood across here and measured from here down, and yeah, this side's 1/8 of an inch higher than that corner, and I didn't really notice it till now, but it's been hit here too. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a whole bunch of cracks, spider web cracks. And of course this one, I don't know if it's gotten bigger or what, but it's all the way to here. And then, well, it could have been from the hood scoop shaking from driving it. And this right here, it's got two cracks right there. So I don't know. I don't know if that was there either. I did trim this out. So I don't know. You know, I'd rather have a, you know, a lot of people said, oh, it's too tall. Yeah, I'd rather have a 2-inch one, but I couldn't find one. This is all I could find for this cheap. So, you know, I already got the hoods cut out, so I'd have to get one exactly the same size as this one. And I doubt I can return this now, especially since I cut the edge off here. I forget exactly where I cut it off. I know I cut it, yeah, it had a lip down to here, I believe. And I cut that off, but I can't remember on the side here. But, yeah, these cracks are going. Shit. It ain't really gonna, the flames are probably only gonna go up to here. But I just hate for them cracks to even come through the black part of it. So I don't know, what do you think about that? Maybe I'll look for another scoop, or yeah, hood scoop, but I'm probably gonna have to use that one and just try to grind and fill these in, but they'll probably come back. I can try though, but I think from the shaking, it shakes a little bit. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm almost done grinding it down. This is the area here. See, it has some little rust holes. I'm gonna fill that in with bondo glass. And then I'm just doing it, stripping her down with 80 grit. A little dent there and a little dent here. These might be, yeah, it's a little kind of a hail ding there and right there. Other than that, it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm just going over with, just put a new disc on it. There's no purple on this hood. So kind of strange that they painted the car purple, but not the hood. Unless they had changed hoods. But then why would they prime this hood? So who knows? Might have painted it purple. Or was there any purple? You know what? I don't think there was any purple on the top of this fender either. They may have painted the sides purple and it didn't turn out. And they just sanded it down and primed the whole car. And was going to redo it when they parked it. But anyway, yeah, that's how I'm stripping her down with 80 grit since it ain't that thick. Just the factory red and then their primer crap on there. Okay, so that's how you do it. Never stay in one spot real long or else you'll warp the metal. But anyway, I just got this little area here to do, and then we'll put some bondo glass on that, and then a little bondo on the dings, and then I'll get to the fiberglass work. So I'll be back. Okay guys, bunch of little I don't know, that might even be one there. Very, very light hail. Just the smallest of skims on there. Right in here, and this was the two major or bigger dents. And I put bondo glass here, sanded it down, and a little smear of bondo there. Then I'm just blocking down this fender here. Might not need any more body filler, just needs to be blocked down a little bit. Well, the whole car needs to be blocked and reprimed, but I'm just doing that area because it just felt a little weirder. Okay, so I'll sand that down with the DA and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got all the body work done, all slicked out in 180 on the hood, top of the fender, and then I blocked out this fender, fixed a few little pinholes and stuff. So we're gonna prime this fender and the hood, and then I sanded down these corners here. We'll put a little bit more primer on these corners, and then next we'll block and reprime this roof. Okay, so let me put some primer on here and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it in primer. I should have masked off more of this scoop, but anyway, I'll get that off. So yeah, I put a couple of good heavy coats of primer on the fender and the hood, and I think that's it for the body work. And Puppy, quiet. Puppy's just been barking. They're both in heat now. Puppy made Nikki go into heat. Now they're both just, well, Nikki's acting okay, but Puppy's just acting weird. Okay, yeah, all the body work's done, so pretty much we just gotta sand it down, block it down, and reprime it, and then let that dry real good, and sand her down with like 320 to 400 grit, wet and dry, and then it's ready to paint. But I'm not sure what to do about the scoop. I went and looked on eBay for some more scoops, but I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. There wasn't none of this exact size, and I don't know if I want to get in there and slice this open and shorten it a couple inches, because it's got to be, it's an 1/8 inch high on here anyway, and these cracks are there. I don't know if I want to bust open that gel coat. I'll have to buy some special primer to redo all that, and buy some resin and matte. I got some, but probably not enough, and I'd have to really layer that on there wherever I open it up, and hoping that this flexes enough to go down 2 inches without binding and cracking in here. So I don't know if I want to get into all that, guys. I'm not sure, because it's got to be perfect for the flame job. I don't want a whole bunch of cracks and crap happening. You know, that hood kind of shakes a little bit. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let me know what y'all think on that. So yeah, basically just needs to be blocked down and reprimed. That's what I'm doing right now, using this block. There's some little rough spots like this. That might be from leaving a razor blade on there. But I think it's pretty slick. I think I went over it with 180. So I'm just using a block with some 180 grit, and just that's all I'm going to do to the whole roof. So I thought I was blocking this little area out here, but no dent. So that's what you want to do. You want to block it all down, and if you feel any little dings or something, put a little putty on that, block that down, do the whole thing, and then it's ready for primer, final prime. So that's what I'm doing with the roof first, because of this little, you know, the little rough spot starting from sitting for so long. I primed this thing months and months ago. Stripped her down on the metal. So if I block it all down now, get everything out and prime it, it should be okay till it's painted. Okay, and then I'll start on the whole rest of the car after that. But we'll save that for another video. I guess that'll be next video. We'll do that. And I found these 15-inch trim rings. 2 are matching. They're not the best. I looked on eBay to try to match the 2 front ones, and I don't know. I don't know the company that sent them. It was through that rim company, but they got it from somebody else, and when it came, there was no markings on the box or anything. Because I got a set with cheap that all broke that I got. I actually found them. But they're no good. You need this stuff made out of steel. So this is one. Then these 2 here are the same. But see, they're a little beat up. I probably shouldn't use them. And they attach right to the rim. So I don't know. Might put them on there, see how they look. But yeah, I need some steel ones there to put on there. I wouldn't mind buying the new ones if they're good. They were in the bed of the 81 Silverado I bought at the auction. So if you haven't seen that video, I just made a video on that. And then the one before that was the one of the auction, which is pretty cool. I can go over this a little bit because I just now loaded it all. There's a whole bunch of, there's a little valance, 2 valance pieces, 2 extra lights, an extra fan shroud. What else was there? This door here had a dent in it. There was some headlights and a mirror. But I'm fixing to put it up for sale. Probably just for parts, but if somebody wants the whole thing, I'll sell it. Tailgate does work. So yeah, anyway, little update on that. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. I'll just title it, The Bodywork is Done. It's pretty much done, except for that scoop. Fixing them cracks. So yeah, I got some stuff coming in. That little GPS speedometer, odometer thing. I'll put that in next video too. And block sanding and repriming it. I guess that'll be the next video. I think I got a few other little things coming, but that's basically it. Okay, dogs are doing good other than puppy acting weird. Hi, Nikki. Want to say hi to everybody? Hi, Nikki. How you doing, girl? You're such a good girl. Such a good girl. Such a good girl. We'll go for a walk later. You want to go for a walk later? Okay. Well, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll see y'all next video. Thanks, everybody, for watching.